Okay, guys, grab a pen and paper, and we're about to give yourself a bit of a sleep score. Just a little indication as to whether you think um, you're sleeping well or not. So here's some common questions. Give yourself a score from 1 to 5, and maybe at the end of this challenge, or if you're going to implement some positive changes, you can do the same thing again and just see whether you've improved. So number one, are you satisfied with your sleep? 1 if it's a big no, and 5 if yeah, I sleep like a boss. If you do, you probably don't need to watch the rest of the video. You're good to go. Do you stay awake all day without dozing? So that's sort of to do with sleepiness and wakefulness. They're the two main cycles. It's a really nasty spot to be stuck in when you feel really tired during the day, but you actually feel quite awake and alert at night. That's quite common when stress levels are really high. Um, so if you give yourself a score between 1 and 5, whether you feel like, oh, I really need to sleep during the day, or I feel like I'm very close to my head hitting the desk during the daytime, that's a good. That could be an indication that you definitely need to focus on improving your sleep. Are you asleep between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m.? Quite often, and I know this myself through past experience, that if I'm stressed, 3 o'clock on the dot, wide awake. And that just seems to be a common theme. So between 2 and 4, are you asleep? Is a really interesting thing to consider. Do you get 7 hours of sleep each night? We've been told a lot, 8 hours. Got to get your 8 hours. Got to get your 8 hours. But a lot of the research probably says 7 might be the sweet spot. Although we dependent on individual to individual, how old you are, what you're going through in your life at the time. So 7 don't take that as a must, but I think probably as a minimum for most people, I would say 7. And lucky last, do you spend less than 30 minutes awake at night? So it's okay, we wake up here and there, but hopefully you can get straight back to sleep. And that sort of includes also how long it takes you to get to sleep as well. So just another little, I guess, question to reflect on. And this might give you an insight into sort of how well you're sleeping, and something that maybe you can just touch base with in once a month to see how you're going. So don't be too hard on yourself, no matter what your result is. We're here to help you and to improve your health and well-being. So it's not about making you feel bad or anything like that. Just some nice questions to step back and to think about. Speak to you soon, guys.